Hey, what's happening? A special edition of the Doug Stewart Show. So we're going to get the show kicked off in about 30 minutes. So in the meantime, jump in the chat room with your fellow Stewies. Go back and check out what they were saying if you're listening to this show on a replay. It's the Doug Stewart Show. Special edition, baby. Let's go.
Steady, are you ready? What's going on? Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? What's going on? Cold, fresh air. Feel the melody that's in the air. I'm down, take a look around. What's going down? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Cold, fresh air. Feel the melody that's in the air. Oh, yeah. I'm down, take a look around. Oh, this world now. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? Oh yeah. However do you need me? Yeah. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? I'm living at the very top of the block. There's no road, no, there's no anything more. I'll state my name, state it clearly. Look, it's my honey on the wall. Ever do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Tell me what's going on. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? Tell me what's going on. However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? I wonder. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me?
What is soul to soul? Well, we're a sound system, an amalgamation of good dance music. There's three of us from the north side and two from the east. And through our style, people just came to recognize up to all of us, for us to stay together, where one would make a decision and the rest would...
Show's going to start at around 3 p.m. Eastern time. All right? Get in the chat room. Get popping. Let's go. Let's go.
I need 'em.
I don't know, it took us a real long time to get things together, you know, but hopefully we're on our way.
I need 'em.
Yeah, we started, you know, clubs and so on. A little bit of pressure here and there, you know, we had our ups and downs. For everybody who can remember the Africa Center of the world, they gave us the idea to now make our own music, creating our own styles here in London.
I need 'em.
The future, the future for Soul to Soul. A happy face, a thumping bass for a loving race. Peace.
You know very well what you are. You're my sugar thing, my chocolate star. I've had a few, but not that many. But you're the only love that gives me good and plenty. Juicy, yeah. Candy rain coming down, taste you in my mind and spread you all around. Here I am, oh, this love's for you. Hey, baby, sweet as honeydew. Close my eyes, oh, with fantasy, and you're right here with me. Juicy.
All right, welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. Time is it? Yeah, like 20 minutes. We're going to get it popping. It's going to be on and popping. I ain't been around for a minute. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Jump in the chat room. Greet your fellow Stewies. And let's go. Let's go.
You can lick me everywhere. You're so juicy. Here I am. This love's for you. Hey, baby, you're sweet as honeydew. Close my eyes, oh, with fantasy, and you're here, you're right here with me. Yes, you are, baby, sugar, yeah. Woo!
hard out here, man, you know. I don't even know how you survived out here this long. Sometimes I feel like giving up.
Show coming up in about 15 minutes. Actually, about 18 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show. Special edition. Yes.
A constant struggle each and every day. Some wonder why I'd rather die than to continue living this way.
My old boy from the point, but I'm from Southwest. And every now and then I get put to the test. But I can't be stopped, cause I gotta come true. Ain't got no gun, but I got my crew. Didn't come for no beef, cause I don't eat steak. I got a plate of soul food, chicken, rice, and gravy. Not covered in too much, drinking a cup of punch. Tropical every last Thursday of the
Daddy
month.
put the hot grits on my chest in the morning. When I was sick, Mary had the hot soup boiling, didn't know why, but it felt so good. Like some waffles in the morning, headed back to the woods. Now I'm full as a tick, got some soul on blast and a cassette. Food for my brain and haven't stopped learning yet. Hot wings from Mojo's, got my forehead sweat. Celery and blue cheese on my menu
allow
next.
my body to lie still. Tie-faced goons surround me like cancer. Drill me with second-hand obstacles, but only too late. Matters worse, plus I'm getting pimped by this temp-knitted jacket from Optima staff. Laughing, sit up, clown, don't talk to me like that. Look at I'm stupid, of course, living day by day. And you ain't hard trick, hell you say.
It's such a blessing when my eyes get to see the sunrise. I'm ready to begin. Another chance to get further away from where I've been, but I never forget. Everything I went through, I appreciate this. Because if I had a wit and took the ease away, wouldn't be the strong that I am today. Everything that I did, different things I was told, just ended up being food for my soul. Get your soul food, well then, good old-fashioned soul food, alright. Everything is for free, as good as it can be. Come and get some soul food.
Sunday morning, where you eating at? I'm on 1365, Wichita Drive, old bird, we're gonna stove ride. Church to dropping chicken in yesterday's grease, then go together with this quarter Mickey's. Last night, hanging over from a good time. Yeah, beef is cheaper, but it's pumped with red dot between two pieces of bread. Started look good with them hairy legs. Wish I could cut her up, but my stomach come before sex. A house full of, now what's the ingredient? Spaghetti plus.
They know they're making it hard on the yard. Chris Darton, Marshall Claw, taking us when we in the spotlight for a joke. Changing by the day, I see it's getting bigger in my square. Bigger than Linux from the outside with the stare. No money to go inside. Tamika and Tiffany outside, tripping and skipping rope to the beats from my Jeep as I speak. What's up from the driver's seat?
A heap of help on the fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens too big for my jeans. Smoke steams from under the lid that's on the pot. Ain't never had a lot, but thankful for the little that I got. Why not me? Fast food got me feeling sick. Them think they slick by trying to make this food affordable. I thank the Lord that my voice was recordable. Soul food. Well,
Hold up, see, it's what I write. And Miss Lady acting like we in jail. Says she ain't got no extra hush puppies to sell. Bankhead seafood, making me hit the door with a mind full of attitude. It was a line that the beautiful JJ's Rib Shack was packed too. Looking to be one of them days when mama ain't cooking. Everybody's out hunting with the family, looking for a little soul food.
come and get your soul food. Well then, good old-fashioned soul food. Alright. Everything is for free, as good as it can be. Come and get some soul food. Come and get your soul food. Well then, good old-fashioned soul food. Alright. Everything is for free.
The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about, look at my damn watch, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's go, Kelly.
Push harder. You're almost there now. So go, lover. Make mama proud.
Well, I turn that thing into a rainforest. Rain on my head, call that brainstorming. Yeah, this is deep, oh, but I go deeper. Make you lose yourself and find us keepers. It go green light, go easy go. I like to taste that sugar, that sweet and low. But hold up, wait, new position. I put her on my plate, then I do the dishes. She my motivation, I'm her transportation. Cause I let her ride while I drive her crazy. Then I just keep going like I'm racing. When I'm done, she hold me like a conversation. We say, babe.
When we're done, I wanna feel my legs. And when we're done, I just wanna feel your hands all over me, baby. But you can't stop it. Music still playing in the background, and you're almost there. You can do it, I believe in you, baby. So close from here, baby. I'ma be your motivation. One lover, when you call my name, no other can do that the same. No, I won't let you get about the game. No, so go lover, don't it make me rain. And when we're done, I wanna feel my legs. And when we're done, I just wanna feel your hands all over me, baby. But you can't stop it. Music still playing in the background, and you're almost there. You can do it, I believe in you, baby. So close from here.
You're about 5 minutes away. 5 minutes away. The Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. I feel good. Yes. Yes.
Just play me for the last time. I'm done fucking with you. Keep coming with the same lines. Everything but the truth. You picked the wrong one, yeah, yeah. You picked the wrong one, baby. You just play me for the last time. I'm done fucking with you. So no, I'm not the one for the bullshit. I empty up the closet like a full clip. You try so hard to get at me. I wish you would've left me when you met me. Whole squad said you was a holdover. Let Breezy know these niggas ain't loyal. Blowing up my phone, turn my phone off. Can't take no bitch, nigga phone call. You just play me for the last time. I'm done fucking with you. Keep coming with the same lines. Everything but the truth. You picked the wrong one, yeah, yeah. You picked the wrong one, baby. You just play me for the last.
108 FM.
Another summer. Sound of the funky drummer. Music hitting your heart, cause I know you got a soul.
The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 3 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show is on the way.
While the black band's sweating in the rhythm I'm rolling. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. 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 Fight the power.
The Doug Stewart Show is on the way. In about 3 minutes, we're going to get it poppin'. That's right, the Doug Stewart Show on the Two Live Shoes Radio Network. Yeah!
We got the pump, the stuff to make it tough. From the heart, it's a start, a work of art to revolutionize, make a change, something strange. People, we are the same, no one not the same, cause we don't know the game. What we need is awareness, we can't get careless. You say, what is this? Our beloved, let's get down to business. Mental self-defense of fitness. Don't rush the show. You got to go with what you know. To make everybody see, in order to fight the powers that be.
Let's go. The Doug Stewart Show is on the way, man. It's going to be all that in a bag of chips on the Two Live Stews Radio Network. Don't go away. Show coming up in about 2 minutes.
Fight the power. Fight the power. We got to fight the powers that be.
This is the type of show that'll punch you in your chest. Remember how your old man used to punch you in your chest when you did some real lame stuff? That's what this show is. A punch in the chest.
Fight the power. Fight the power. We got to fight the powers that be. Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. Yes, he's straight out racist. The sucker was simple and plain. Motherfucking in John Wayne. Cause I'm black and I'm proud. I'm ready, I'm hyped, plus I'm amped. Most of my heroes don't appear in no stamp.
The show is coming up in about a minute. 1 minute until showtime. The Doug Stewart Show. Two Live Stews Radio.
Damn, if I said you could slap me right here. Get it? Let's get this party started right. Right on. Come on. What we got to say. Yeah. Power to the people, no delay. Make everybody see. In order to fight the powers that be. Fight the power.
From the home of the realest, the trillest, sports radio show in the world.
Just keep it real.
So real, not even our listeners are safe.
As much as I disagree with Grego, stupid shit he be Yes, saying sir.
Oh,
On the show and in the chat room, man.
Bringing you the best
Yes,
in
sir.
sports radio and entertainment talk, straight out of the ATL.
Oh, I miss y'all.
This is the Doug Stewart Show,
I miss y'all.
home of the Stewies and Stewettes,
Let's go.
the dogs and the dogs. And here, we won't put up
Me.
thing on haters.
It sounds like you hate somebody trying to pass the gospel about the Doug Stewart Show on Two Live Stews Radio, and you're basically belittling them? Yeah. Really, bro? Yeah.
This is the Doug Stewart Show.
Yeah. Rise! Hey, good afternoon, man, and welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! What the deal, Pickles? How y'all doing? It's been a minute. As a matter of fact, I think it's been over a month. Now, I want to talk about that a little bit. I started the year, and I told y'all that I was going to try to do a show every Friday, and clearly that hasn't happened. But I've got an explanation for that. The explanation is I was busy. Wait, no, listen to me. I had all intentions of doing a show every Friday, and then I got busy, and I was working, and I was trying to make money, and I was traveling, and I was doing a bunch of stuff, man, so it hadn't happened the way that I envisioned it at the end of 2018, but hey, man, like I said when I first started doing this show, like 6 years now, 5 or 6 years now, a little bit of stew is better than no stew at all. Even when it's just one stew and the other stew plays golf every day and is a Mr. Mom. That's right. So we got a packed show for you today. It's going to be quick. It's not going to be 3 hours like we did typically back in the day. But we're going to talk about the top 10 things that happen in sports, entertainment, and beyond over the last month. And there's been a lot of interesting things. There's been a lot, like, I'm really trying to think about right now. There's been a lot of times where there's been a bunch of interesting little stories and hot stories that people talked about, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. But this month in particular has had a lot of hot sports talk, a lot of things happening in the NFL. Obviously, y'all know what I'm talking about. But, man, we're going to get to it today. And I asked the Stewies, the people that listen to the show, if you're new, if this is the first time you've ever heard my show on Spreaker and you just stumbled upon it. I asked the listeners in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group to list the top things that people have been talking about over the last month. I'm looking at this list. Man, it was a crazy amount of things that happened over the past month. So we'll review those. We'll also do a quick little entertainment report. We'll hit the birthdays, entertainers, as well as listeners, Stewie's birthdays and anniversaries and all of that stuff. We'll do that on the show today. And we'll get right into it, man. We'll get right into it. All right. There's no number to call. We don't have time to take phone calls and all that stuff. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. We still have the greatest chat room in the history of chat rooms on Spreaker. We do. Shouts out to Tiffany Sports and Heels, Miss Mocha Bella, Slider Sports Guy, my man Kesey, Run CNC, Cedric Galloway, Griff, Holly Esther, RC, Jam, Hey Holly, Cedric Galloway, I think I already mentioned him, Dolphin Fan, who else we got there? Miss J Twice. Hey, Miss J Twice. We got a bunch of people in the chat room. We actually opened up the chat room about 30 minutes early. We're just playing some tunes and getting y'all ready and getting everybody settled into the chat room. We have the best chat room once again in the world. So if you're listening on Spreaker, go to the little chat icon bubble thingy. Click on that, jump in the chat room, and say hello and what's happening to your fellow sports and entertainment fans, man. The greatest podcast listeners in the history of podcast listeners once again. So we're going to do this. The top 10 stories that have happened in the last month. Okay, we're going from 10 to 1. Starting off at number 10. I wish we had a drum roll. Do we have a drum roll? We don't have a drum roll. Story number 10. This actually just broke a couple of days ago. And once again, it's not just sports. It's a medley. All right. The college admittance scandal. And I don't know if the company that I work for, which the show is sponsored by New York Life, I don't know if they are in favor of me cussing and whatnot. So I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum. But rich people, already rich. I mean, they're rich. That's the first thing. You're rich already, so you Gucci, as the young people would say. You good to go. But they still cheating and stealing already. Yeah, so rich people stealing. They rich already. That almost seems like one of them oxymoron type things or whatever. You're rich and you're famous in a lot of ways as well. We talked about some of the people that were involved with this cheating scandal, where basically they were paying off people to take tests for their children. They were paying off administrators to change grades, paying administrators in these universities to give out fake-ass scholarships and whatnot. I mean, damn, a poor person or an average person ain't got a chance. They don't have a chance, man. The University of Southern California rescinded the admissions of a half dozen students, and several other colleges and universities pledged to take a closer look at their admissions process as fallout continued from an admissions scandal that implicated coaches, athletic department administrators, and 33 wealthy, well-connected parents who allegedly schemed to get their children admitted to prestigious colleges. A class action lawsuit was filed Wednesday on behalf of applicants who were denied admission to several universities affected by the scandal. Did y'all see that? So people that feel like that their kids didn't get admitted to these particular schools filed a lawsuit for $50 billion. And I did say billion with a B. That's right. And I guess it's more so the principle of the matter. Ain't nobody giving them no $50 billion. But, man, this was one of the craziest things that I've ever heard before in my life. You're already privileged. You've got lots and lots of money, obviously. One parent or one person, I think it was parents. I think one husband and wife paid $500,000 to get grades changed where their daughter could enter into the school. I believe it was USC. And, man, there's already backlash where some of these students are, as I mentioned, being shown the door. How embarrassing is that? And from what I understand, USC and some of these schools that are involved in this whole scandal, like, it's not like rocket science. You don't have to be like a brain surgeon or anything like to get into Yale or Harvard or one of the Ivy League schools or whatever. Like, your mom had to cheat for you to get in USC? Huh? Terrible. I mean, terrible. Very embarrassing. Could you imagine if you're one of those kids and the famous people, what's their name, Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, designer Massimo Ginowili, I can't even pronounce the damn name, some Italian name, and other parents charged include the owner of a Napa Valley winery, the wife of NFL legend, high-ranking lawyers, private equity investors, real estate moguls, and media company owners. Their kids were asked to leave. So can you imagine being one of these kids that's caught up in this scandal? Maybe you don't even know that your mama paid off people so that your ass could get in school, and your name is on the front page of the USA Today or the New York Times or something like that. They've even got pictures of some of these kids that ultimately benefited from this whole cheating scandal. Embarrassing. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And when I hear about a story like this, man, and there's actually HBCUs is going to come up at another point in today's show as well. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. For everybody knows, I'm a proud HBCU alum, South Carolina State University. Shouts out to Ranky Tanky, by the way, while I'm thinking of it, who actually performed this morning live on the Today Show. That's right. Al Roker and those cats. And Ranky Tanky is a band from Charleston, South Carolina. And the lead band member, Charlton Singleton, he actually spoke. If you saw it this morning when they performed, I actually pledged him. He's a bruh from my chapter, the Zionside chapter, South Carolina State University. But can you imagine? If black individuals, black people in general, man, would give more credence to sending their kids to HBCUs where they're wanted, where they're desired. You don't have crap like this going on at a PWI. PWI stands for predominantly white institution. And so it's just mind-wrecking to hear about a story like this. So that's story number 10, the college admittance scandal that's rocked the nation pretty much in academia. All right, this is the Doug Stewart Show. We're going to take a quick little break. Had a great little intro, talked about story number 10. When we get back from the break, story number 9 and story number 8 in the top 10 things that happened in sports and entertainment in the last month. I'm also going to jump in the chat room and find out what y'all talking about, man. Kind of greet y'all, say what's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Holly Newsom, the golfer Phil Mickelson, used the same guy to get his kids in college. Yeah. Rated for life. He says, on a yacht with the head of the board of trustees, right? Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? And see, that's the reason why you need these different programs, these different things that we put in place so that we can have some type of fairness. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need those things in place, man, because if we didn't have some of the systems in place where there is a level, a modicum of fairness, we wouldn't get nothing. Because it's all about nepotism. It's all about who you know. A lot of cases, man. It's just a crazy, crazy story. Quick little break. We'll be back in 3 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, well, living. So give me, Doug Stewart, your local New York Life agent, a call. I can help you build a solid financial future to help you and your family be good at life. You can reach me at 678-770-8073 or look for me at newyorklife.com.
My man hasn't been home in about 24 hours. I'm a little concerned.
Has this ever happened before?
No.
Have you both been fighting lately?
I want you. I got to have you. But what will this lead to? Will it just be me and you? Tell me. You know I want you. Tell me how you feel.
I'll be obliged if you step outside, because my ride is awaiting. I dated, a staking, a nightcap, we mated, awakened by smells of perfume that I inhale, and then tell how well we raise hell on the Denzel. Satin sheets, heat from your feet, keep me warm. The mood is perfected with the sounds from the storm. You came stronger, I lasted longer than I've ever lasted. Your mouth was fantastic, the fuck test you passed it. The way you made a nigga laugh, I had to get you. And when I saw that ass pass, I had to hit you. You're making me fight against my will. What must I do?
Would you kill for me?
Yeah, if my life in danger too.
You can steal for me?
Yeah, if that shit belongs to you.
Then feel for me.
Yeah, if the way you act is true, who knows? Fine clothes, Lexus doors you'll be closing when you become one of the chosen. Hoes in different places, different faces, different cases. Got me tied like shoelaces, no mistake, it's MJG, you ain't gotta be constantly trying to shoot that P, claiming that you ain't heard of me. Keeping it real, let me know how you feel when we communicate. We'll be straight if you express your mind instead of preferring to wait. Some who can't do it lose women, but nigga like me used to it. Space age pimp.
Every once in a while, this is how we play the game. Nothing is too strong for when setting it out is always straight to do. Just me and you.
You and I, me and you, situation getting sticky. Your mouth is saying no, but your body saying stick me, lick me. Don't be afraid of what your friends say. Rappers get that ass, then be out of here like yesterday. But not tonight, you look so tight, it feels so right. This endo got me purring, let's go hop in my Suburban and ride till we get to where you wanna be, no matter how far. Just call me ball, baby, to me you're the superstar. Ask me time and time again, why did I choose you? Do I wanna be your man or just misuse you? I hear your partners dissing when they think I ain't listening. Them hoes just be wishing they could be in your position. With me in love,
Welcome back to the show. Top 10 things that have happened to sports and entertainment in the last month. Quickly, shouts out to the Two Live Stews Radio Network family. My man Jeff Fox, who, from what I understand, Jeff is back on the radio in Miami. Shouts out, congratulations to him. Yeah. Hey Jeff, don't forget the little people, man, at the Two Live Stews Radio Network. So yeah, my man Jeff Fox is back on terrestrial radio down in Miami. Shouts out to him. Congratulations. My man Marcus Harper, Sports Talk with the Two Live Stews Radio Network. Shouts out to him. I actually did Marcus's show last night for a couple of minutes. Had a good time. Kind of spurred me to do the show today. So shouts out to Marcus Harper. Shouts out to X Squad, my man Kesey and them doing their thing over there. Mo Cheese, Laker fan. I did his show about a week ago. So everybody's still doing it on Spreaker, man. Shouts out to the Two Live Shoes Radio Network. TDSS 4 will be back in 2019. Or TDSS 5. It's 5, I think. I think it's 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. So shouts out to everybody. Obviously, when we get the football schedule, and for people that don't know, TDSS is the annual reunion for listeners to the show, people that listen to the Two Live Stews back in the day, and whatnot. So we actually do it during football season, early in ATL. So we're going to have it again. We don't obviously do the show like we used to, but TDSS 5, man, the TDSS weekend in general is a highly anticipated weekend. It is! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! And also, shouts out to New York Life. So if you follow me on social media, I posted a picture of New York Life and their logo on the floor for the ACC tournament. And if you think back, and you're a big football fan. Most of you listening are big football fans. You probably remember doing SEC games this year. New York Life did advertising as well. So I got to tell you, man, a lot of times with decisions like which company to go with, what job are you going to take, this, that, and the other, there's a lot of apprehension. And you got choices, and hopefully you're making the right decision, man. I am so happy at New York Life, man. I can't even start to tell you. I mean, praise God, because I had a couple of different options the way I wanted to go. And I wanted to do life insurance because, I did sales before I did radio. I was in the mortgage industry. And I wanted to do sales because, most people have done both sales and or in corporate America. You know that you can make infinitely more money in sales. There's obviously a cap in corporate America. There's nothing wrong with it, but I need to make some real money. I got real grown-ass people bills. I do. I got grown-ass people bills, okay? So I was like, I want to do life insurance. There's a lot of upside to it. There's a lot of room to grow, a lot of opportunity. And so I had like 3 different companies that wanted me to come and work with them. And I made the decision on New York Life, and, man, I do not regret it at all. Great support system. I'm actually my own agency owner, but a tremendous support system behind it, man. Love the product, great reputation, spending money on advertising. You can't beat it. As a matter of fact, man, if you in the market for a new opportunity, and you think that you would be good working in that industry, and New York Life just doesn't do life insurance. We also do investments. I haven't even talked about that, man. But shouts out to me. Your boy about 3 weeks ago passed the Series 6 test. Securities license is upon me. That's right. Yeah. So I actually passed my securities test it's been about 3 weeks now. Had been studying for it about 6 months. Let me tell you something. I did it all on my own. I never went to a class. I did it all online and all of the preparation. If you know anybody, and anybody can attest to how hard these securities tests are, ask them about it. Just ask them about that Series 6. And your boy passed it on the first go-round. Yes! So what that means is I can sell variable annuities. I already could sell fixed annuities, a bunch of different investment products. It opens up. So not only are my clients going to get taken care of and get their foundation secure with life insurance, but then we'll talk about down the road some retirement products, some retirement planning type products, and get you ready for your retirement. All right. So hey, if you want to holler about me, about life insurance, about investments, planning for the future, retirement, all of that, man, give me a call, 678-770-8073. 678-770-8073. I got sidetracked and started talking about the Series 6. But if you're interested in working for a phenomenal company, call me as well on that. And we could talk. We can have a conversation to see if it's a good fit for you and for New York Life. I'm very happy. So give me a call, 678-770-8073. If you know somebody that's in the insurance industry and they aren't happy with their carrier, the company that they work with, or maybe somebody has been talking about making a change and wants to get with a quality company. All you got to know is we're the major advertiser for the ACC tournament and the SEC football conference. Yeah. That's all you need to know. Well, you should know a little bit more. But great company, man. Give me a call if you're interested in an opportunity to work with New York Life. Tell a friend, or a family member, cousin, auntie, or something like that. I'd love to talk to them and see if it's a good fit. All right, so we're talking about the top 10 things that happen in sports and entertainment in the last month. Story number 10 was college admittance scandal. That was story number 10. Story number 9. Shouts out, I mentioned this earlier, shouts out to the HBCUs. Shouts out in particular, Kayla White of North Carolina A&T, who's the 2019 indoor champion in the 200, and none other than Tyrell Richard, who won and is the indoor champion for the 400 from South Carolina State University. Yes! Oh, man. So people that listen to the show and have listened to the show for a while know that my baby girl is in track. She's actually a freshman in high school. She's running with the varsity and doing very well. Actually, her very first high school race, she ran the last leg in the 4x1 for her high school. She goes to McEachin. And, man, very proud. They actually didn't have a good race. They screwed up the handoff in that. But so we've been following. She's been running track. This is her 5th year. She ran for a club team in Powder Springs, and now she runs for the high school team. So we follow track and field real hot and heavy. I cannot tell you how proud I was as a South Carolina State alum to see Tyrell Richard dust all the big schools. Okay? And I made the point on social media, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, like to win against a PWI, once again, the acronym is predominantly white institution, in any of those major sports. And I guess the 3 major sports are baseball, basketball, football. But I think it applies to track and field as well because the money that they use and have available to them for recruiting, talking about the big schools, the facilities that they entice these kids to come to their school as opposed to going to an HBCU is vast. Okay, the disparity in the money and the opulence of these big schools in comparison to the smaller schools is tremendous. So 99% of the time, they get the best athletes coming out of high school. Not so much in this case. Shouts out to Tyrell Richard once again, won the 400 meter in dominating fashion. And shouts out to the young lady Kayla White, dusted all of the big schools in the 200 and winning the National Indoor Championships, representing HBCUs, in particular the MEAC Conference. Yes! Oh, see here. So Tiffany in the chat room says the South Carolina dude looked old as hell. Whatever, man. Can you let us live? Damn. We win national indoor championships and we still getting shade thrown at us? Come on, don't act like that. Don't act like that. And the big point that I made about this, man, is I wish, and I've talked about this 100 times, I wish that the best athletes in America coming out of high school, the 4 and 5 stars coming out of high school for football, the McDonald's All-Americans for basketball, could somehow come together and have like a national conference where they discuss, I guess, colluding, and instead of going to the big name Division I schools, they go to HBCUs. Okay? And you know what that would mean? That would mean that they would compete or would be able, especially in basketball, if they were to do that in basketball, they would be able to compete with the top schools in America. And over time, if that were to continue, the money would trickle in as well. Like there would be a shift that's kind of like a seesaw where if you get the best athletes and you win over time, you'll get better players, you'll get more media coverage, you'll get more opportunities in bigger bowl games and bigger tournaments. Like it's a trickle-down effect where everything would switch, man. So shouts out to HBCUs, man, North Carolina A&T and South Carolina State in particular, handling their business in track and field with the indoor national championships, all right? Let's see what we got here. Story number 8, the top 10 biggest stories in sports entertainment and beyond over the last month. I hadn't been here in a month. Story number 8, Russell Westbrook cussing out white people. Yeah. I don't know about you, man, but I absolutely love to see a brother cuss out a racist white man. I do. So, if you've been under a rock, Russell Westbrook, who is, I mean, he got a major, like I'm trying to think, maybe one day we'll do the top 5 athletes with a chip on their shoulder. Like this ninja got a chip on their shoulder. And so these racist white people in Utah, which Utah is known for having racist white people, called the man out of his name during the game or whatever, and he went off on him. I mean, off on him. He told the dude, I will whoop your ass and your wife ass. Now, I don't know about that. Don't beat up the women. Do not beat up the women. But that man said that he'd whoop the dude's ass and his wife's ass. And they caught it all on film. You could clearly read the man's lips and what he was saying. But shouts out to him. They actually expelled, I guess is the right word, the guy that was using the racial epithets towards Russell Westbrook, and he can never go to Utah Jazz games again. I don't know how they're going to enforce that, but he can never go to Utah Jazz games again. Russell Westbrook got fined $25,000. No big deal to him. He's a multi-millionaire. But I love it when the brothers get one on the man. I absolutely love it. When we get back from the break, man, we'll jump into story number 7. The top 10 biggest things over the last couple of weeks. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, well, living. So give me, Doug Stewart, your local New York Life agent, a call. I can help you build a solid financial future to help you and your family be good at life. You can reach me at 678-770-8073 or look for me at newyorklife.com.
Take the cake, but you can't get a crumb from the poetic, authentic, superior, ultimate, and all that good shit. I'm the original Asiatic, acrobatic, big to have it, now get dramatic, creating drama when I'm on the scene, and I pack 'em in mean like Bruce Springsteen. High profile style is mild, and meanwhile, put on trial of rap, pile and exile, make it tumble and stumble, in a rumble just crumble, and I'm still calm and humble. You need another helping hand to swing on. I stand alone, but still you gotta bring on your Batman and Robin, Cagney and Lacey, Starsky and Hutch, but they still can't face me. And if I may make this one thing here clear, that's for you not to come near, period. For I ain't bugging or delirious. My swift tongue's like a sword, that's how severe it is. And I can slice and dice a Bishop Rice MC that thought he was nice into minute rice. Single-handed, I ain't with that band stuff, cause he'll scratch a record like flakes and dandruff. And the mic I rap.
Okay, I'm going to have to take a quick little break here, but enjoy yourselves in the chat room. I'll be back.
Rules in 89.
Warm it up, gang.
Take two of the man with soul that you probably know. Deli or Scarface, but bright as a Cosby show. Don't attack rappers, but make everyone hush. They step to me, but can't stop the bum rush. I make material rich and imperial. The unique technique I speak is all original. You like to sag and drag and gag. Same old, but Pop's got a brand new bag. So put the mic down, boy, you can't work it. Do the whack lyrics, it's bout to short circuit. So toss the source, of course, to the boss. No remorse, you're lost with force. I cause a holocaust. First I caught you, then put you through torture. You move wrong, my son, so I torture. Just like a guardian. And put your body in the move, the groove with the smooth wit and I'm partying. Competition made fine and spectacular. Scheme and fiend to take a bite like Dracula. And waste the taste, cause ain't no sugar here. So come near if you dare, you booger bear. You start hallucinating like magic. The rap gets tragic and Kane won't have it. Cause you tried to juice me when you're bluffing. Slowed the pace, so I had to start rushing. So pick a BC date, cause your history. Here comes Kane, School, Scrap J, and Mr. C. And this is one thing to us, we ain't noodle. The crew of cats fell in the crowd just like voodoo. I'm the man you can't hold back. And all competition appeared to be weak. I meant to say whack. A vision of blood. Just a thinking I'm competing, I say, ha! Warm it up, Kane. 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 Genuine for 89, you know what I'm saying? As I give a shout out to my man Tony 8, Tony P, Sally Sal, and the whole Libra Digital posse. Can't forget my man Yarn Ski and Smooth the Barber, you know what I'm saying? Also, I gotta say what's up to Born True, B-Boy, and my man Big JC. The whole rest of the crew, School Lover, my brother, Scrap Lover, and DJ Mr. C. Can't forget Supreme, Abu, Melquan and Shabazz, Wally D, and the rest of the brothers, and of course my little brother, the little daddy Shane. Mandatory end of the story, you know what I'm saying? Peace.
Give me a hoe if you got
Chill zombie, real Terrence, Bill Zombie, that's my man. Come on, get on my double Dutch bus.
Trap money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. KB, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. Look, the new me is really still the real me. I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. They gotta make some choices, they running out of options. Cause I've been going off and they don't know when to stop. And when you get to top and I see that you've been learning. And when I take you shopping, you spend it like you earned it. And when you popped off on your ex, he deserved it. I thought you would've won from the jump, that confirmed it. Trap money, Benny, ay. I buy you champagne, but you love some Henny. From the block like you Jenny. I know you special, girl, cause I know too many. Risha, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. JT, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always.
Two bad bitches and we kissing in a wave. Kissing in a wave. Kissing in a wave. I need that black card in the code to the safe. Code to the safe. Code to the safe.
I show them how to network. For that Netflix and chill, what's your net worth?
Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you, down for you, down for you always. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. KB, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And slow, and right. Now let me see you. Bring that ass, bring that ass, bring that ass.
All right. Had to go drop the kids off in the pool. Yeah, welcome back to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Woo-wee. Ooh, boy. Yes, sir. Got a whole... Had to go for a second. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. The top 10 things that happened in the world of sports and entertainment in the last month. Shouts out to all of the listeners in the chat room. I almost called him a punk ass, but I'm not going to call a man out of his name. Look at old Grego in the chat room. That reminds me of something else. So normal listeners or usual listeners to the Doug Stewart Show, know that I absolutely detest the New England Patriots. So Grego is a big fan of the New England Patriots. I detest the cheating-ass New England Patriots, cheating bastards. But crazy as that is, my cousin Derek Rivers, my cousin's son, who's actually, I guess he's my cousin too, his son got drafted by the New England Patriots a couple of years ago. I think it's been 2 years now. Derek Rivers. And now I just find out on yesterday that my other cousin, Bruce Ellington, signs a free agent deal with the New England Patriots. Got to be more careful. Yeah, man. And you've heard me talk about Bruce for the last couple of years. Great wide receiver out of the University of South Carolina. Obviously, from my hometown, went to my high school. Oh, that's another big announcement I got to make. I'll tell you about that in a second. So Bruce signs a free agent contract to the New England Patriots. Now I got 2 reasons to root for the stinking ass, cheating ass New England Patriots. Grego says Derek will be starting this year. So, yeah, one little piece of Patriots news. Trey Flowers, who's the number 1 sack guy, defensive end on the Patriots, the Patriots let him go. So we're thinking that this is going to open the door for Derek to get in the starting lineup. Didn't play a lot this past year. The Patriots kind of strange about how they do things, but obviously whatever they do works, and that's cheating involved. Derek really didn't get a lot of time this year. He didn't dress out a couple of games, but they let Trey Flowers go. Like, it wasn't even a question were they going to sign him back. They let him go, and so seemingly that's going to open up the way for Derek Rivers to maybe even get in the starting lineup this coming year. So we'll keep an eye on that. So Derek Rivers and Bruce Ellington, Monk scoring his finest. Derek actually isn't from our hometown, but his dad is obviously. But 2 of Monk scoring his finest, we'll say. Now the New England Patriots. So story number 10, the college admittance scandal. We talked about that. Story number 9, HBCU's track and field. Standouts, Kayla White from A&T, North Carolina A&T, and Terrell Richard from South Carolina State wins the 400 in the National Indoor Championship. Is story number 9. And story number 8, Russell Westbrook cussing out white folks. Story number 7, R. Kelly, Jesse Smollett, and Michael Jackson. Oh, I got to remember to tell y'all. So when we get back from the break, after we come back from the next break, I got a huge announcement. So I told y'all one huge announcement. I've been doing a lot over the last month. A lot has happened to your boy over the last month. I told y'all one big announcement that I had where I passed my Series 6 exam, which easily is the hardest test that I ever took in my life. I mean, not even close. But there's another huge announcement that I'm going to tell y'all about when we get back from the break. Matter of fact, you want to email or text your boys, your friends, your family to tell them to tune into the show, thedougstewartshow.com. They need to tune in and hear this major announcement. I want to share it with the Stewies. This is the first opportunity I have. So I'll tell you about that when we get back from the break. But R. Kelly. So let me just run through the list. And I felt that it was proper for me just to put all 3 of these topics in one category and one ranking on the poll. Number 7, R. Kelly, Jesse Smollett, and Michael Jackson. So R. Kelly, I actually think I did talk about this in the last show that I talked about. I think the story had happened, but I don't think the story definitely happened before they did that documentary or that biopic or whatever you want to call it on TV One about R. Kelly and him with the young girls and whatnot. So we talked about it from that aspect, but since then, dude's been arrested. He went to jail. He had to find bail money to get his ass out of jail, which is crazy that R. Kelly didn't have $160,000 to get out of jail. Yeah. I would have never thought in a gazillion, trillion years that R. Kelly didn't have, I don't know, $30 million in the bank. But evidently he had problems coming up with $160,000. That's neither here or there. Y'all know how I feel about R. Kelly? I think he's a perv, disgusting freak. I've talked about it before. I'm not going to get in a debate about no R. Kelly. Y'all know how I felt about R. Kelly over the last 15 years. We're going back into the Two Lives Tuesday. I got 3 daughters. My thing is, I don't understand how ain't nobody put a bullet in his ass yet. Like I don't understand how this guy has moved like he has moved freely, and one of these young women's dads, granddads, or uncles hadn't put hands on R. Kelly. That's a mystery to me. That's number one. Jesse Smollett, number 2. Shame. I'm channeling my Jim Neighbors, my Gomer Pyle. Shame on Jesse Smollett. Shame on Jesse Smollett, man. I think I actually did talk about this. No, I didn't talk about it on this show. I think I talked about it on social media. The number one thing when I heard this story from Jesse Smollett, and I read the details of the story, there was a point at the very beginning, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you've been under a rock. Jesse Smollett accused a couple of people of jumping him, racist. They used the word Klansman, some type of hate group type thing in retaliation to him being gay, this, that, and the other, and the whole thing was made up. But the very first thing that I said to myself when I heard this story, and there was mention of him being jumped by Klansmen and they put a rope around his neck, the very first thing that I said to myself was, do Klansmen watch Empire? I'm like, something wrong with this story. This is before everybody else had any definitive answer, or we actually came, had information from the Chicago police that this whole thing was a lie, this, that, and the other. I was like, I don't think Klansmen know who the hell Jesse Smollett is. I really don't think so. I really don't think that they pop some popcorn, they throw their feet up on the chair and watch episodes of Empire with Cookie and dude from the Wood. I don't think that they do that. And it looks like it's a lie, and that's a bad thing for obvious reasons because you crying wolf. We learned about that in elementary school, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. You're crying wolf, and this is a bad stain on gay people that really have these types of issues, that really are threatened because of who they are, et cetera, et cetera. And that's in any role, not just with this situation when you talk about gay people. You don't want to make stories up and people not believe you when this actually could be a true case the next time. So just a bad look. The whole thing sounded fishy from the very beginning. And Michael Jackson, a documentary came out. I don't even know which network. It might have been on the Oprah network. It might have been on Lifetime or something like that. This documentary on Michael Jackson and him having relations with little boys. All I got to say is Michael Jackson ain't here to defend himself. Shame on the people, the producers of this bootleg, janky-ass documentary. Now, do I believe Michael Jackson liked little boys? Do I believe that Michael Jackson may have been doing some creepy, nasty things with little boys? I don't know. It's very suspect in a lot of cases. Very suspect. I'll say that. But do we know? No. Is the man here to defend himself? Hell to the no. The same people that laid these accusations on Michael Jackson years and years later. Well, Michael Jackson been dead, 15 years? These same people at one time denied this type of thing, denied all the allegations. So now the man been dead for 15 years, the man was touching you, the man was playing with your little wee-wee. Lies! Damn it might not be lies, but we'll never know. We'll never know. You talk about trifling. You trying to wreck the legacy of Michael Jackson? The man went to court for some of this stuff. He beat the charges, paid somebody off not to talk. Once again, we don't know. He ain't here to defend himself. He ain't here to defend himself. He always denied this stuff. Unlike R. Kelly will give you half answers. He'll look the other way. When somebody lying, they always looking away. R. Kelly always looking away. Blowing up at news people on the news in the morning. Michael Jackson said he never did that stuff. Never. And the man ain't here to defend himself. So let's let it go. Let sleeping dogs lie. The king of pop say he ain't do it. I believe the king of pop. Quick little break. Not a 30-minute break this time. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Like 3 minutes, we'll be back. Let me reset this thing. All right. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give me, Doug Stewart, your local New York Life agent, a call. I can help you build a solid financial future to help you and your family be good at life. You can reach me at 678-770-8073 or look for me at newyorklife.com. Huge announcement coming up from the break. Huge announcement. Call all your fellow Stewies, your dogs and your poodles, and tell them to tune in. This is groundbreaking, shattering, earth-shattering news when we get back from the break. The Doug Stewart Show.
If you came tonight and you feel on go, somebody say, oh, oh, and you don't stop. Clap your hands to the beat. Just clap your hands to the beat. Clap your hands to the beat. Just clap your hands to the beat. Clap your hands to the beat. Just clap your hands to the beat. Clap your hands to the beat. Just clap your hands to the beat. Clap your hands.
Work. That's all I ever hear you talking about. What happened to play some time? More of the players go for now. You swear I do think good, but come away, come over here. Share the type of funky party atmosphere. I think it's fair. So spend some time more evenly than you do. Get the clue, get into exactly what I'm about to do. Is it hard for you? I didn't think so. So let's go with the flow. And you know, you can work it out with system mode.
Get out. Work it out. Just clap your hands to the beat.
Are you ready to get into this funky stuff? I hope that there will be enough. There is no need for me to talk, 'cause what I'm about to do is set the motion so you get the picture. Let the rhythm get to hit ya. I believe the people picture. Sway a little low, I know the flow will get you slow. Why don't you try to let go of your entire ratio? Let the music fill your shoes, take care of all your regular dues. I'll try my best to do the rest, so what do you think? Ain't that good news? I wish to stop you when the place is good intention. Don't forget to mention, Moni Mo's imaginative invention. Being able to party Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday. Catch my drift, okay, next section. Time to work it out. You got the craft, the ability to achieve your every need, so let me see. You can do when you do it now. I'll show you how. Let me hear it. Now with testimony, we can work it out. Well, what do you know? Sweet little Mo, getting hyped. You better believe that I'm the type, 'cause no one else can rock this track as nice as me. Controversy, please let me be. I won't know deep. How many times must you make yourself a slave? You're digging it great. Get out the format that you made. Won't you live just a little? Get out of the middle. Don't do that.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. All right, so the big announcement that I've got, man. Damn, I need some drum roll for this. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find some drum roll. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this one. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right, so we got a drum roll. Let's see. Shut up, you damn haters. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. So, I was telling you about a huge announcement that I want to share with the dogs and poodles, the Stewies and whatnot, man. Hey, Maestro, can we get a drum roll, please? I'd like to get another drum roll, please, sir. So, since the last time I talked to you, your boy, your fearless leader, has been nominated to the Berkeley High School Football Sports Hall of Fame. That's right. That's right. Your boy, it was almost kind of like when they called Michael Irvin and T.O. finally. Shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. It was kind of like, you know, he had been ostracized, you know, for previous years. Everybody knows he should have been in. And then T.O. finally got that call. Michael Irvin finally got that call. That's how it was with me, man. I got the call. It's been about a month now from the planning committee, the election committee for our high school, the great Berkeley High School in Monk's South Carolina, 6-time state champion. I got the call from the planning committee and the election committee that I had been nominated and I will be inducted into this year's Hall of Fame class for Berkeley High School in athletics. Now, very proud. I mean, this is a great accomplishment. This is the 8th year that they've done this. So they just started this 8 years ago. And as many of you know, because he's talked about it and he's boasted about it on several occasions, my brother was inducted in the very first class. Don't boo my brother! And the reason why the studio audience is booing, because my brother always took the opportunity to throw it in my face. You're not in the Berkeley High School Hall of Fame. You're not in the Hall of Fame. Shut up. Shut up. Now, it took me 8 times. It took me 8 times, but I'm happy to report that I have made it home to the Berkeley High School Sports Hall of Fame. That's right. Hey, man, if I was a crying type of dude, I would have cried. So dude called me out of the whim, like from nowhere. And he said, this is so-and-so. I'm not going to say his name. Yeah, I'll say his name right now. He said, this is Craig Mims. I'm giving you a call from the Berkeley High School Athletic Hall of Fame. And as soon as he said Berkeley High School Hall of Fame, I was like, yes. I was saying in my mind, yes, I'm in. And then he talked to me a little bit casually, and then he was like, how you doing? Because I went to high school with his brother, so I know his brother. He was like, hope everything's well with you. How's Ryan doing? So he was making small talk, and in my mind's like, man, hurry up and get to it. In my mind, I was like, man, hurry up and get to it, man. You ain't called me at 6 o'clock on a Tuesday for nothing. Go ahead and tell me. And sure enough, that joker finally come around to saying, hey, Doug, so the reason I'm calling you is to let you know that you were elected to the Berkeley High School Hall of Fame. I was like, man, Craig, man, thank you, man. Thank you. Huge honor. In all seriousness, huge honor, man. Once again, only the 8th class that they've done, that they brought into this Hall of Fame. Huge honor. We always talk about high school sports and our high school exploits and this, that, and the other. And so for our school to have as much success as we've had over the years, once again, 6-time state champion. Should have had a couple more that we lost. We lost in my junior year in the state championship. It's a big thing. It's a big thing, man, and so huge honor. They're going to have a golf tournament. They're going to have a banquet. We're going to be recognized. There's like 7 other people that went into the class with me. Going to be recognized on a homecoming game. On the homecoming game, I believe, or maybe not the homecoming game. I think it's against Somerville, which is our arch rival. At halftime, they're going to have us walk on the field and, acknowledge us and whatnot, man. So real cool thing. But that was the big announcement, man. That was the big announcement. Your boy is actually a Hall of Famer. Oh, thank you, studio audience. Hey, listen. Shh. Listen. It ain't tricking if you got it. You know who said that? Bob Kraft. Bob Kraft said it ain't tricking if you got it. If you haven't heard, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Bob Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, got caught with his pants down, literally. Yeah, Bob Kraft caught up in a sting at these massage parlors down there in Florida. Actually flew in. This is the crazy part. Evidently, this man flew into Florida for the specific reason of going to this massage parlor and getting one of them happy endings. And then fly into the Chiefs game, the New England Patriots Chiefs game in the playoffs the same day. I mean, you got a private jet, you can do that, I guess. And evidently, this particular massage parlor down in Florida is better than all the massage parlors down the Eastern Seaboard. Yeah! Oh, that's embarrassing. I mean, how embarrassing is that? And here's the thing about it. It doesn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise anyone because, like I said earlier, Bob Kraft is the owner of the New England Patriots, the cheating-ass New England Patriots over the last 15 years or so. It doesn't surprise me that the owner of the Patriots would do some underhanded thing like this and going to get a happy ending down in Tampa, Florida. That's story number 6. Story number 5. Wow. What about the Cleveland Browns? Wow. Woo-hoo! And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. What about the Cleveland Browns as they make a deal and bring on Odell Beckham Jr. from the New York Football Giants? So now if you look at the Browns and the personnel that they've amassed just in 2 years, basically, you got to start it off with Baker Mayfield, who was phenomenal last year for the most part. I mean, way better than I thought he'd do. Baker Mayfield is your quarterback. Kareem Hunt, they signed him, which I'm shocked that he got a job this quick. I thought that Kareem Hunt wouldn't play football for a long time. I thought that he would play, but not for a while, not for a couple of years. So Kareem Hunt, who went through all of the issues in Kansas City and kicked a white woman in the ass, it ain't often you see a black man kick a white woman in the ass and play football again. So Kareem Hunt, the first black man in the history of the world to kick a white woman in the ass and get another job in football. Kareem Hunt, they got Nick Chubb from Georgia, Odell Beckham Jr. now from the Giants, and Jarvis Landry, his former teammate at LSU, now at Cleveland. Cleveland doing something, but here's the thing about it, and most of y'all know my wife is from Lorain, Ohio, which is right outside of Cleveland. So her family and everybody's these diehard Cleveland Browns fans. The thing is I like it when a team that's been bad for a long time, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, gets an opportunity and plays better and are viable and compete for playoff spots and Super Bowls and championships. But I do need to remind you of one thing, Cleveland Brown fans. They are the Cleveland Browns. They are. They are. They are the Cleveland Browns. So hold your horses. Very, very inspiring what the Browns are doing right now, but we'll see. We'll see. The hell? What the hell? They are the Cleveland Browns, so we will see. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But they're making moves. And right now, it feels like that they are in the best place that they've been in for a long, long time. On the flip side, the New York Giants, what's going on with the New York Giants? Why would you let Odell Beckham Jr. go? Arguably top 2-3 wide receiver in the game, still very, very young. Why do you let Odell Beckham go, but you, in effect, keep Eli Manning? Doesn't make any sense to me. We talked about that last night on the Marcus Harper show. So very, very interesting. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm saying the Browns this year, with all of the talent that they have, are going to make a huge jump this year. I'm saying the Browns 5-11. Yeah, the Browns 5-11. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's what the Browns going to do this year. Don't get crazy on me. The Browns ain't going to do nothing. Maybe they might go 6-10 or something like that. So that's story number 5. Story number 4 is Kyler Murray and his rise to now position himself to be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. That's right. So, remember, and I like to remind y'all when I'm right. I mean, that's just what I do. If you follow me on social media, before the Heisman, I threw it out there to Kyler Murray, and well in advance, early in the season, in the college football season, I threw it out there that Kyler Murray is the best player in college football, and that he was going to win the Heisman. And everybody laughed at me because people hadn't seen him. They haven't, people where we're from, I'm in Atlanta, people don't pay attention to Big 12 football like that. They pay attention to the SEC and the ACC. But I had watched this kid play a couple of games. He ultimately went on to win the Heisman. People from Alabama were mad as all Hades. They wanted Tua to win it. I'm like, you haven't seen this kid play. This kid, and I said it for Lamar Jackson, but it might even be a little bit more the case with Kyler Murray. The closest thing to Mike Vick since Mike Vick. And the reason I might say, I'll say that he might even be more closer to Vick than Jackson is because he's more electrifying. And I guess maybe his personality is something about him that's got like a little bit more. Not saying that Lamar Jackson didn't have that star factor, but I think Kyler Murray has that star factor a little bit more. The son of a coach, won 3 state championships in high school. Who cares he's 5'10"? The man he lost 1 game in 4 years. You haven't seen him play. If you didn't really pay attention to him, that kid is the real deal. After measuring 5'10" and I think 3/4 inches at the combine, I mean, he's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. The question is, do the Cardinals take him at number 1 and move on from the Rosen story? Or does another team try to trade up, give away a package of picks or whatever and get Kyler Murray? In particular, the Oakland Raiders. Makes a lot of sense for them to try to move up and get Kyler Murray. Do they believe in Derek Carr? Do you want to go into Vegas with ho-hum Derek Carr? Or do you want to go into Oakland with Kyler Murray and Antonio Brown, which we'll talk more about in a second? Back in 3 minutes. We'll finish up today's top 10, and we'll get some birthday and anniversary shots out. The Doug Stewart Show. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give me, Doug Stewart, your local New York Life agent, a call. I can help you build a solid financial future to help you and your family be good at life. You can reach me at 678-770-8073 or look for me at newyorklife.com.
What's going on? Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? What's going on? Cold, fresh air. Feel the melody that's in the air. I'm down, take a look around. What's going down? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Cold, fresh air. Feel the melody that's in the air. Oh, yeah. I'm down, take a look around. What is going down? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? Oh yeah. However do you need me? Yes. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? I'm living at the top of the block. There's no room, no, there's no anything more. I'll say my name, say it clearly. Look, it's my heart on the wall.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back. All right, I got to get the heck out of here, man. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. All right, so, but before we get out of here, though, yeah, we want to do some birthdays. And you are listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Hey, don't forget, man, if you're looking for life insurance, you need life insurance, term, whole life, custom whole life, whatever it may be. And now, retirement planning. As I mentioned earlier, your boy passed a Series 6 exam, so able to do a lot on the investment side of things. Or if you or somebody you know are interested in a career opportunity with New York Life, give me a call. 678-770-8073, 678-770-8073. Today's show is brought to you by New York Life. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do some birthdays. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Where's that break music at? There we go. No, it ain't. That's wrong. I'm sorry. Hold on. That's not right. That's not right. Here we go. This is it right here. Here we go. Yeah. Yes, sir. Nasty mofos. Truffle butter. All right, you are listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Special shots out and birthday wishes to my man Vince Wright, the governor. The governor celebrated his birthday on February 22nd. From what I understand on his social media as well, the sports governor of Minnesota. Vince got a new job recently as well. So congratulations to Vince. Happy birthday. My man Rough Buff. Happy birthday, Rough Buff. Yeah. I'm actually working with Rough Buff right now on some insurance for him and his family. So shouts out to my man Rough Buff. Been listening to the Stews for a long, long time. His birthday was February 25th. Hold on. And I love that beat. So happy birthday, Rough Buff. My man Jeff Fox, one of the hosts on the Two Live Stews Radio Network, now working for a real radio station in Miami, Florida. Shouts out to my man Jeff Fox. February 26th. Coach Noy Bramble. Man, it's a bunch of superstars that had birthdays recently. Coach Noy Bramble, the son of the great Livingstone Bramble out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Shouts out Coach Noy. K3 Stacks, one of my favorite Stewies. Yeah. Yeah. My man K3000 celebrated his birthday on March 10th a couple of days ago. Shouts out K3 Stacks. Uncle Mike celebrated a birthday on March 13th. Happy birthday. Charles June B. Anthony celebrated his birthday on yesterday. Happy birthday to Charles June B. Miss J Twice, down from the NO, celebrated her birthday on February 16th. Happy birthday, Miss J Twice. And Jelani, that's right. My man Jelani one time had a show on the Two Live Stews Radio Network, celebrated his birthday on February 18th. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Shut up. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let's wrap up these last couple of entries on our top things that happened in sports and entertainment over the last month. The last time I've done a show. So recapping, number 10, college admittance scandal. Number 9, HBCU's track and field show out. Number 8, Westbrook cussing out white Utah fans. Number 7, R. Kelly, Jesse Smollett, and Michael Jackson. Number 6, Robert Kraft. It ain't tricking if you got it. Number 5, the Browns and Odell Beckham Jr. Number 4, Kyler Murray raises his stock to the probable number 1. It hadn't happened yet, but based on the way the wind is blowing, it sounds like Kyler Murray's going to win, or not win. He's already won the Heisman. He will be the first pick in this year's NFL draft. We will see. Story number 3. Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell getting the hell out. Before they sell out, they'll get the hell out. To quote the great Martin, before I sell out, I'll get the hell out. Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown get the hell out of Pittsburgh. So the Le'Veon Bell thing has been kind of brewing, obviously, over the last year. He didn't play at all last year. To me, the best running back in the game. Like, I've never seen a running back run the way that he runs the football. Just a beauty to watch. I mean, clearly sets up his blocks better than any running back that may have ever played in the game in the NFL. Phenomenal running back. He didn't play last year. Didn't think he was getting his worth. Didn't like the franchise tag or nothing like that. So he was like, damn it, I'm not going to play this year. And the Steelers didn't work out a deal with him. Didn't work things out in general. And now Le'Veon Bell is a member as a free agent with the New York Jets. We'll see. Here's the crazy thing about it. As happy as I am for him that he got what he wanted ultimately and was able to move and leave Pittsburgh, there's a very good chance, and I don't even want to speak this into existence. This is breaking like an athlete code. I don't want to speak it into existence. The reason why I don't think he got more money, from what I understand, he only got $2 more million than what was guaranteed, than what Pittsburgh offered him. Something to that degree. And I don't pay attention to these stories like I do because, you know, I'm working now. I don't do this every day like I used to. But the thing about this is the market wasn't as big, and he didn't get more money, the money that he thought he should have, for whatever reason. I think one of the reasons is anybody that's played sports and I don't know, obviously I never played at the NFL level, but when you play at a higher level than I'll say than high school, you know that you have to be in there's this thing called football shape. There's this thing called football shape where you might have worked out and you may have had a personal trainer and you really have been working real hard, but it's different than game speed. It's different than game action where the movements that you make at the quick response rate that you make them in the NFL, I can imagine, are much different than you working out with your personal trainer. There's a heightened chance that he's probably going to hurt something bad this year. And I hate to even say that, but I'm doing a sports talk show and I just want this to be put out there on record. Like, with him missing a whole year of football, there's an incredibly high chance that he's going to have a major hamstring pull, groin pull, tear some muscle or whatever, and I hope this doesn't happen once again. But keep an eye on that. Now, the other train of thought is he hadn't played a year, so he's fresh. He's healthy. It don't work like that. I don't think it worked like that. I think if you look at history in this type of situation where a guy has missed a lot of time on the field, man, they are way more prone to injury when they come back. So we'll see. But congratulations to him. And Antonio Brown is now a member of the Oakland Raiders. Huh? What? The best football or the best wide receiver in football, in my opinion, is Antonio Brown. Right. Antonio Brown is now Oakland Raider. I don't know what happened in that locker room over the last year or so. He's been kind of rebelling over the last, 2 seasons or so. Seems like there's been something going on between him and the coaching staff, the quarterback's coach, and the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And he forced his way out. Not only does he force his way out by becoming a malcontent in the locker room, calling out the quarterback, calling out management, but he gets paid at the same time. I'm happy for the brother. I'm very happy for him. If you saw the interview that he did and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, where he talked about being from Liberty City, Miami, which I know a lot of cats from Liberty City. There were a lot of dudes that went to South Carolina State that played on the football team that were from Liberty City, Miami. Real tough background Antonio Brown comes from. And he was right in the interview. He's winning. He is winning, and he wins again because he gets a big-ass guaranteed contract from the Raiders. The Raiders and John Gruden get a toy to play with as they get ready. They have one more year before they get to Oakland, but when they get to Oakland, they got something that they can sell to the people. The Raiders win. The flip side of that coin, what the hell is going on in Pittsburgh? This ain't like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I said this on Marcus Harper's show last night. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The Steelers, followed by the Ravens, even though the Ravens hadn't been in the NFL for, in relative comparison to the other teams, the other historical teams like, the Browns and the Steelers and teams like that have been around since the very beginning. The Steelers and the Ravens, they take care of their business. They take care of their players. Give me another name of a legendary Hall of Fame type Steeler that left on his own through free agency or was traded from the team because of strife in the locker room. Like, I can't think of one. We tried to think of one last night. Like, the Steelers take care of their players. The players on the Steelers follow the lead from the front office, and they usually don't ever have these types of things where their best player wants to leave. That's just not the Steelers. They really don't pay free agents a gazillion trillion dollars in money. They have a set system. They focus on defense. They focus on the offensive and defensive lines. They always dominate in the trenches. They play solid defense once again. They run the football. You go back to Franco Harris. Jerome Bettis, Le'Veon Bell. They run the football, and they got a couple of solid wide receivers and a solid quarterback. That's the Steelers' formula. But something's going on, and I don't know why, but they need to point more fingers. More fingers need to be pointed at Ben Roethlisberger. He's the constant in all of this. He's the constant in all of this. Maybe not so much with Le'Veon Bell, but it seems like, and you heard the comments from the owner or the front office, the GM from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, basically he said Ben Roethlisberger is our king, and all you other players on the team are some freaking peasants. B. Jones says the Steelers don't do big personalities. You know what? That's a good point. Here's the thing about it. I can't remember there being a big, quote-unquote, big personality in the Steelers organization. Like maybe Greg Lloyd. Greg Lloyd wasn't even that type of personality the way Antonio Brown panned out to be in the last couple of years. So you're right. You're 100% right. They really don't do big personalities, stand out from the rest of the team, trying to do your own thing. You on this me kick. The Steelers don't do that. But I can't really remember somebody in the Steelers organization that tried to do that until Antonio Brown. So, hey, I ain't mad at the Steelers for letting them go. I ain't mad at Antonio Brown for not feeling respected. Antonio Brown's a Hall of Famer right now. If you talk about route running, if you talk about speed, agility, knowledge of the game, big playmaking ability, what he's done, the numbers that he's amassed over the last 6 or 7 years, he is a Hall of Famer right now. Very strange to see him leave. Very, very strange to see him leave. Story number 2. LeBron James and the Lakers. We've talked a lot about that, man. The whole Anthony Davis thing, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, the whole Anthony Davis power move by LeBron and Rich Paul, his agent, backfired on their ass. And if you're new to the show, I'm a Lakers fan, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. It backfired on them. You know, they never anticipated what would happen if the deal didn't happen. They didn't anticipate what it would do to the psyche of the young players on the Lakers team, and those guys right now are mental wrecks. Talking about Kyle Kuzma, talking about Brandon Ingram, talking about Lonzo Ball, even though he's been hurt. Those guys' feelings are hurting right now. Word on the street is that the Lakers, Magic, and Rob Pelinka was going to trade all of their asses. And it didn't happen, so what are you going to do now? The team is literally falling off the tracks. They're not going to make the playoffs. First time LeBron hadn't made the playoffs, probably in, 12 or 13 years. It'll be the first time in 8 years he hadn't made it to the finals, which is crazy. But it'll be okay. Once again, I'm a Laker fan. It'll be okay. They're going to figure it out down the road, but not this year. It's a wrap for this year. Story number 2 or story number 1? Story number 2 was LeBron and the Lakers. Story number 1, Zion's Dogs is the title of today's show. Zion Williamson busting out of his damn shoes like Steve Austin. I ain't never seen no shit like that before. This man busted the Great Country Wayne. Shouts out to the Great Country Wayne, Facebook comedian. The Great Country Wayne said that man busted out of his shoes like a can of biscuits. Comes back to play last night. Zion Williamson appeared in his first game since he suffered a grade 1 knee sprain by blowing out his shoe in a February 20th loss to North Carolina. Nike did, listen to this, you knew Nike was going to flip it. Nike did everything in its power to ensure the Blue Devils phenom would avoid a repeat occurrence. During his first game in nearly a month, Williamson led Duke to an 84-72 victory over Syracuse in the quarterfinals of the 2019 ACC tournament. He paced the Blue Devils with 29 points, 14 boards, 1 steal, 5 blocks, and went 13 for 13 shooting. Wow. Hey, for people in this neck of the woods, that knew and heard about Zion when he was like in the 9th grade. Like, you go on YouTube. I swear to you, I've been watching YouTube videos of Zion for the last 4 years, okay? For people around here that knew that this kid had this ability and couldn't wait to see him in college, he has by far surpassed anybody's expectation. He clearly will be the first pick in the NBA draft. Nike did a real slick move. They made the man his own damn shoe. We knew that was going to happen. Or actually, it's not his shoe. He's wearing the shoe of, I think, the Kyrie Irving shoe. But the Nike engineers actually flew to wherever they make the shoes at, the Philippines or wherever, and they had them specially construct the shoe for Zion. For Zion. You know what's going to happen next. When he declares for the NBA draft, Nike's going to make everything right. They're going to get a man his own shoe and probably pay him, I don't know, $130, $140, $50 million. And the fact that he busted out a shoe, which everybody thought would be a big knock on Nike's reputation, won't be the case. Him, Zion Williamson, and Nike are going to live forever and ever and after, happily ever after, and it's all going to be good, and he's going to play in the NBA for a long time. Watching that man bust out of his shoes, I really thought that his family would say, that's it, we're going to shut you down for the rest of the year. He didn't. That's fine. That's his decision to make. Came back last night, played great. Can't wait to see Duke and North Carolina, man, in the ACC tournament and see what happens to them in the big tournament, the NCAA tournament. Yeah. So there you have it, man. The top 10 stories of the past month in sports, entertainment, and beyond. Yes, sir. All right. I'm way past the amount of time that I said I wanted to do this today. I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. Hey, but y'all know what? I had fun, man. I had a lot of fun. Top 10 sports stories, sports and entertainment stories in the last month. We talked about a bunch of great stuff, man. Had a lot of fun with y'all. Not going to try to even do it. Not going to even put it out there that I'm going to do a show next Friday. But if I can, I will. If I can. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to do a show. I'm not even going to be in town next Friday. We'll be out of town next Friday. So we'll try to do it the Friday after. All right? Check out all of the great shows. Hit the follow button on the Two Live Stews Radio Network on Spreaker. Shouts out to my man Jeff Fox, Marcus Harper, who have their own shows. Rob Calloway, who does the HBCU show on the Two Live Stews Radio Network every once in a while. Shouts out to X Squad, all of the dogs and poodles in the chat room that listen today. Pass the word, you know. Tell your friends and family just to hit the follow button on the Two Live Stews Radio Network. A lot of great content. Go back and listen to some old shows. All right? Do that. All right? Support the network. And once again, for all your life insurance needs, man, holla at your boy. I take care of the Stewies. I go above and beyond to make sure that I take care of the Stewies, the dogs, poodles, the people that have supported me and the Two Live Stews over the last, 18 years? Yeah, we first started in 2001. So give me a call, 678-770-8073. Pass the word to a family member or a friend that you've heard talking about and needing to get life insurance. I will take care of them. All right, 678-770-8073. Y'all be careful in them streets. Peace.
What it do? I got the whole U.S. yelling I'm a Q. Some folks telling me I came out wrong. Same phone that probably know the whole song. Cause you know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. It's your remix, baby. I guess by now y'all can tell I'm a Q. Ain't trying to talk down, just saying I'm a Q. I still got love for those who ain't cute. Some of my tightest partners ain't no Q's. They know one thing for sure, I'm a Q. Duty calls, gotta go, no offense, I'm a Q. And they got my backstage line for the Q's. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. Mama told me long time ago about them cues. Told me I could go Greek, but don't be a cute. It was in my nature to go and be a. Even in preschool, mama knew I wasn't. Girl asked me my name, I told her I'm a cute. Teacher asked me my name, I told her I'm a cute. Cop smoke ID, I tell them I'm a cute. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. Hey, you know how it is when you roll.
That's what it is, grown man Big Gator, the one and only. Got my man Big Shaq down up in there, Shaq Diesel. Grown man Big Gator, Concrete Chapel, Hollywood Hound. I'm a cute across the globe.
If you ain't a bro, don't show up your hooks. Girls in the club, don't show up your hooks. If you ain't a bro, don't show up your hooks. Cause you know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beans and cornbread. I don't think y'all realize y'all killed it on this track, man. Gotta show love to beans and cornbread, man.
You gon' eat your beans and
Hell
cornbread?
yeah, I'ma eat my cornbread.
Yes,
This
it's
is
Grown Man Gator. Yeah,
The remix.
INC. Yeah, it's finally here, baby. You're not dreaming. That's right. Yeah.
May I have your attention, please?
May I have your attention, please?
Stand up.
Stand up.
Shaq Dog.
Hated by ballers all over, I'm a Q. Rubber cop, tall theta, kappa, I'm a Q. Bet y'all ain't know B.I.G. was a Q. Gold cameras, gold boots, woo, I'm a Q. What's my name, dog? S-H-A-Q. Black card, slap it in the face, I'm a Q. Got my own stamp like the founders, I'm a Q. Got a plane on the wing, it's just a big ass Q. Kicked by a mule twice, dog, I'm a Q. Made my money mark, Gamma City, I'm a Q. I'm atomic dog, not George, I'm a Q. Superman, fly away, spread the wings, I'm a Q.
You know it's the remix, baby. You know it's the remix, baby. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know it's your grown man Gator. Drop chicken on the floor, brush it out. I'm a cute, fresh hits for a show. It's a given, I'm a cute. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm a cute, but I had to call Shaq to remix it. I'm a cute, 30 deep in the club, all zooming. I'm a cute. We're throwing down the boot in the street. I'm a cute. Set our own barricade at the clave. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. Took a while to get here, but I made it. I'm a cute. Frat, most loved and most hated. I'm a cute. Bruh, love nationwide, I don't need security. Future looking quite bright, and that's without a jury. Folks trying to see I Gator do what it do. I got the whole U.S. yelling I'm a Q. Some folk telling me I came out wrong. Same folk that probably know the whole song. Cause you know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. It's your remix, baby. I guess by now y'all can tell I'm a Q. Ain't trying to talk down, just saying I'm a Q. I still got love for those who ain't cute. Some of my tightest partners ain't no Qs. They know one thing for sure, I'm a Q. Duty calls, gotta go, no offense, I'm a Q. And they got my backstage line for the Qs. I'm a Q. I'm a Q. Mama told me long time ago about them Qs. Told me I could go Greek, but don't be a Q. It was in my nature to go and be a. Even in preschool, mama knew I wasn't. Girl asked me my name, I told her I'm a Q. Teacher asked me my name, I told her I'm a Q. Cop smoke ID, I tell him I'm a Q. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. Hey, you know how it grown man hater.
That's what it is, grown man big gator. The one and only. Got my man Big Shaq down up in there. Shaq Diesel. You grown man big gator. Concrete Chapel. Hollywood Hound. I'm a cute across the globe.
If you ain't a bro, don't throw up the hooks. Bruhs in the club, don't throw up the hooks. If you ain't a bro, don't throw up the hooks. But you know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. You know how it is when you roll with the Q's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Beans and cornbread. I don't think y'all realize y'all killed it on this track, man. Gotta show love to beans and cornbread.